Welcome to On This Day, where we look back at the moments that made history, one day at a time. From major world events to the weird and unexpected, every date has a story. So, what happened on 20th of July? Let's find out. July 20th is a day that's all about bold steps, both literal and symbolic. It's when humanity reached the moon, when revolutions were attempted, and when iconic cultural shifts took place. From outer space to political drama and a few unexpected headlines along the way, this date has seen history hit new heights, and sometimes crash spectacularly. Let's launch things with the most famous small step in history. On July 20th, 1969, Neil Armstrong became the first human to walk on the moon. Alongside Buzz Aldrin, he spent over 2 hours exploring the lunar surface during NASA's Apollo 11 mission. That grainy black and white footage and the words, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind," were beamed around the world. And Earth would never look the same again. Back in 1944, there was a bold and failed attempt to assassinate Adolf Hitler. Known as the July 20th plot, it involved German army officers planting a bomb inside Hitler's headquarters. The bomb exploded but failed to kill him. The plotters were quickly arrested and executed, but the event proved there was resistance within Nazi Germany, even from high-ranking officers. In 1976, NASA's Viking 1 lander touched down on Mars. It was the first successful U.S. mission to land on the Red Planet and send back images. For the first time, humanity got a clear look at the Martian surface. Rocky, reddish, and eerily quiet. It was a major leap in space exploration and the beginning of our long fascination with Mars. On July 20th, 1973, the world lost Bruce Lee, the martial arts legend and film icon, at just 32 years old. His sudden death stunned fans across the globe. Though his career was short, his influence was enormous, blending Eastern philosophy with Western cinema and changing how martial arts were seen on screen forever. In 2012, a midnight screening of The Dark Knight Rises in Aurora, Colorado, was shattered by tragedy when a mass shooting killed 12 people and injured dozens more. The event sparked national debate over gun control, mental health, and public safety, and left a deep scar on the community and moviegoers everywhere. Back in 1807, Emperor Napoleon and Tsar Alexander I of Russia signed the Treaty of Tilsit, putting a pause on hostilities between France and Russia. It redrew the map of Europe once again during the Napoleonic Wars. Of course, peace didn't last long, but for a moment, rivals sat down and tried to divide the world between them. In 2003, rock legend Bob Dylan finally received an honorary doctorate in music from the University of St. Andrews in Scotland. The man who gave us Blowin' in the Wind and Like a Rolling Stone accepted it quietly, in true Dylan fashion. It was one of many recognitions for a songwriter who redefined what lyrics could be. Love discovering what happened on this day in history? Hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Let's head back to 1925 when Adolf Hitler's Mein Kampf was first published. The book outlined his ideology and future plans for Germany, a chilling blueprint of what was to come. It would become one of the most infamous and dangerous texts in modern history, serving as a grim warning of how ideas can become action. In 1968, the first Special Olympics were held in Chicago. With just over 1,000 athletes from the US and Canada, the Games were created to celebrate athletic achievement for people with intellectual disabilities. Today, the Special Olympics are held globally and continue to champion inclusion, courage, and community. In 1974, Turkey invaded Cyprus following a Greek-led coup. The operation split the island into Turkish and Greek zones, a division that still exists today. It reshaped geopolitics in the region and created a dispute that remains unresolved nearly 50 years later. In 1985, treasure hunters finally found the wreck of the Spanish galleon Nuestra Señora de Atocha off the coast of Florida. The ship had sunk in a hurricane in 1622, carrying a fortune in gold, silver, and emeralds. When recovered, the treasure was estimated to be worth over $400 million. Talk about striking gold. Back in 1948, President Harry S. Truman issued a formal executive order to desegregate the U.S. military. It was a major move for civil rights in America, especially in a post-World War II society where black soldiers were still treated as second-class citizens. Truman's decision helped set the stage for further racial integration in American life. In 2000, Tiger Woods won the British Open by 8 strokes, becoming the youngest player ever to win all 4 major championships. The win was part of what became known as the Tiger Slam, and it confirmed what the sports world already knew. Tiger was in a league of his own. And in 1960, Sri Lanka, then known as Ceylon, made history by electing Sirimavo Bandaranaike as the world's first female prime minister. Her victory was a breakthrough not just for her country, but for women in global politics. She served 3 terms and paved the way for future female leaders around the world. That's what happened on 20th of July throughout history. Made it this far? Drop your favorite historical fact in the comments. Learned something new? Hit subscribe and come back tomorrow. You never know what the past has in store.